Hey guys, and welcome back to This One Life We Live, where we are showcasing our mid-century modern barndominium style house build. Yes, you have that right. Lots of interesting ideas we are putting into this house, so if you are interested at all in different types of ideas for building or renovating, definitely stay tuned. Coming up, we're going to be featuring our $5,000 used kitchen set. Can we renovate it and make it look absolutely gorgeous? You're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that, happening right now. We also have coming up installing handrails, getting the house buttoned up, tightened up, and ready to move in, because we actually have pre-sold our double wide and now we are absolutely under the gun to get everything in here finished up as much as legally required so that we can move in and let the new buyers take our house. It is absolute insanity right now, so you definitely have to watch. But part of that contingency is also finishing one bathroom. So we have chosen to finish the guest bathroom, and it is absolutely mind-blowingly epic. It turned out so good. Featuring new slate light tiles. They're newly launched in the US in just the last couple of years, and you guys, this looks absolutely epic. So definitely stay tuned for the bathroom build coming up. We have so many projects, I just can't even wrap my head around it. I am exhausted. But today we are going to be installing the Butler pantry. That is the first part of our kitchen build. We figured it'd be the easiest to get out of the way. So we're installing that, but we ran into a major issue. Somebody broke into our house and caused massive damage. Our minds are just absolutely spinning at this, but let's go take a look. More or less, we've got two cabinets in here. So Eric is going to get screws to screw this cabinet into that one so that they're tight, and then he's going to screw that one to the back wall. So here we are taking on the challenge of assembling all of our random cabinets with no directions whatsoever. We got our first two in, but we ran into a snafu, which was the dishwasher didn't have any way to go in. The original pictures had a dishwasher right there and some face plates and other stuff around it. To the best of our knowledge, it probably had a 2x4 framework with baseboards in front of it and a granite running over the whole thing. So Eric is going to work making the framework for the dishwasher and the granite. We got these done yesterday. You guys were able to see them. So we lined everything up right here. Everything up down here.
You ready to help me?
Yep. What do you need? You want me to hold that? Alrighty, here's our handiwork. I had the rough task of screwing it to the cabinet. Such a hard job.
24-inch opening for the dishwasher. This is going to support the granite. I attached this to this.
Oh, that's right. I do remember.
And then this is toenailed into, there's a 2x4 right here.
Yeah.
So that's toenailed into that with long screws.
So we had to add this little shim here just because we had a little bit too large of an opening and we don't want too much wiggle room with the dishwasher.
Oh my gosh. Get ready for the flip.
I don't have the strength to flip it. I can barely walk.
You might be anemic, bro. Ready for the flip. One inches. I thought it was supposed to be 4.
I wasn't gonna measure before we built all this.
I don't know what I have written down my book. Yeah, we have like 85 inches. Yeah, I have 81 inches written on here.
Okay, so you wrote down 81. So somehow we ended up with 85.
So the granite is buttoned up to right here.
Okay.
So that wall's
And you-
coming in right here.
You've got enough space,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Should have
'Cause
just a
you've
little bit
got-
of wiggle room. You and Mom are at the take one side.
let me get rid of those.
You can't lift that side, you have to just roll it up on the floor. You need to set it down, let me know.
All right, that was intense. This was the hardest one of all of the granite pieces to do, because it's one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest, one of the heaviest, and it's in a tight niche. All the other ones have open sides. You can slide them in. This one was the worst, but we got it done. Thank heavens, our son is now 12 and getting some muscles, even though he looks pretty squishy. Like, he's hiding some muscles in there, so thank goodness. So, this is what it looks like. I'm still shaking. Like, hopefully I don't drop the camera. It looks nice. It looks a little old-fashioned,
so
but...
a fake wall right here, and then
baseboard. And then the dishwasher is going to go underneath right there. It'd really suck if the dishwasher didn't fit.
No fit. Yay.
All right, so these are the upper cabinets. We did not put 2 and 2 together when we measured out this space that this should have been a 9-foot tall ceiling as well. So all the cabinets are for 9-foot tall ceilings. Did you already pull off the big piece?
Yeah. It's actually going to work out perfect. 18 inches off the counter.
So this is just a fancy, it's basically a door piece that's stapled to the side to make it extra fancy. Most cabinets are just smooth like this, but these are the extra fancy cabinets, so they got the fancy schmancy stuff. See, this is just a door piece.
I left a tiny gap.
So I'll show you the other cabinets. This is another one that was supposed to go across from it. This one, we're gonna actually turn this one into a gun safe, gun closet. See how the sides of this are not finished? And this one is the other one right here. So this is the full entire cabinet. It's upside down. So you can see it has this whole side piece, and this is the small one that Eric took off, the other one. So we're gonna see if we can reclaim this, but this part right here is what Eric took off. This was a pull-out drawer. It is kind of a bummer to have to lose that. Here's the drawer right here, but we can't fit that on the cabinets without having like that much counter space. Oh, that's perfect. I feel like I'm in a photo shoot right now.
Alright, so we need to find our blocking measurements.
And that goes up or down?
That goes up. So yeah, we should be able to screw right in the bottom of that.
Alright, so I've been trying to keep the curtains closed during the day because the sun has been really heating it up in here. And since we don't have air conditioning or anything like that yet, trying to keep the heat out. So now you can see it's really dark. It's actually 1 o'clock and it's supposed to rain. So, you have no idea how much I absolutely love this because I can just go click and everybody wakes up. It's just so, so much faster than having to go through it individually. And then we can do the door. I remember which button it is. Okay, so now we got the door. Hello there. Now these do go wider, but we ran out of room on this side for the bracket, so that's as wide as our curtains can go. If we feel like tying them back with the sashes, we can, and then get a little bit more space back here. But overall, I mean, it's works perfect.
Wasn't too bad to carry in, except for tripping over the cupboard behind me back there. So this is a nice little temporary stand that Eric made up.
You might be able to get away with just doing a strip of plywood.
But if you ran your plywood so that the plywood would stick up 1 inch, so that when you set this down, it would overlap this, and then you could screw it directly in. So today we are starting on the refrigerator project. This is for the Butler pantry refrigerator. We don't have one yet, but eventually we will. So we have the cabinetry for it, so we might as well just put the cabinetry together the best we can. Everything at this point is going to be customized because the space is smaller. So Eric's trying to figure out how to assemble it, fit it around the fridge, and make sure it's going to be ultra secure. Because again, we didn't take any of this down, so we don't know how it went together. It's a big guess. So Eric's been handling it pretty good, coming up with some very creative ideas.
I'm just trying to make it really sturdy.
The big thing with this is that the end of our granite is going to connect into it, so we want it ultra secure. Plus it's going to be semi-supporting this cabinet right here, which after much discussion, we figured out, scared me, holds cookie sheets. Because the Butler pantry was originally designed to be a baking pantry, baking kitchen. Let's see what we can get going.
We definitely have some.
Alright, so Eric made a footstool for the oven to sit on. Took a little finagling to get it exactly the right size, and now he's going through and leveling it out and making sure everything's good. And then this is a little spacer piece that's going to go between the oven and one of the walls.
Does that have to get wired in the junction box?
Yeah.
So we're just setting the oven in there to see if it fits. I'm sure it'll fall down, so I'll try my balls. Lift it up.
Alright, let's go down.
So we decided to bring it down to the basement and do a test run in a safe space that wouldn't ruin our hardwood floors. So we're not gonna put detergent in, we're just gonna run it and just make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. This is what he found at the store. It's a reducer. Oh, it did light up.
Run it for a cycle.
All right, close the door and see what we got. I see something.
Empty this out?
Did what?
Did we empty the stuff out of here?
What do you mean? Oh, no, I don't think we... I don't know. You're supposed to check them.
That's fine.
Oh, you brought it down here. Okay. Okay, I see this thing's filling with water over here. A little bit. I'm gonna guess that it's working okay. Ooh. Oh! I did something. Alright, so I guess we'll come back and check it. Oh yeah. Looks good. Looks really good.
Now, we don't go into the basement very often at this point in the build, so it was a good thing that we had decided to test the dishwasher to make sure it worked okay before installing it. Because if we hadn't decided to test the dishwasher, we probably would have never known that we had an intruder and that they were still living in the basement. And here's what I discovered when I walked down into the basement. This is footage from a couple minutes later after I walked downstairs and screamed. We had no idea what had happened or where the intruder was. Maybe they had left, maybe they were still there. We honestly had no idea, but the destruction was very evident.